Welcome back to AmbitionZ VapeR. What up, squad? I hope you guys are having a good day. Today we got a review on the Praxis VapeRs in Ciggo's Banshee 150W temperature control box mod. Let's take a look at it. So this was sent to me from Element Vape for the purpose of this review. Thank you very much, Element Vape, for sending this my way for review. It's not going to change my opinion of this box mod. Well, sorry guys, I can't do any drone footage for you on this one. I really wanted to, but unfortunately my drone crashed and burned today doing drone footage for this. I wasn't even able to hit the record button for 2 more weeks until I get either that one back or a new one. But so this thing, the Banshee 150W temperature control box mod, does nickel, titanium, stainless steel, power mode, and it's a very nice box mod. It's very nice, right? Oh, it's got a fucking screen, right? Hidden screen on the side, man. Very nice design on this. Very nice design. So what we're going to do in this review, guys, we're going to dive down. We're going to take a look at it. I'm going to go through the menu system, go through the specifications. I'm going to do a little temperature control testing on it. Not a cotton burn test, but kind of. You'll see what I'm talking about down low. And then we'll come back up. We'll vape on it, talk on it, pros and cons. If a mugger stole my book bag, would I go out and buy this? Let you know how much they are, where you can find it. Wrap it up like usual. All right. So, yeah, really heard about the drone. It just happened like an hour ago. So, yeah, sit back, relax, grab a vape. Let's dive down. I'll see you guys in a minute. So this is the box that it comes in. It's going to say Banshee. By Praxis VapeRs and Ciggo. Okay. Designed and manufactured, just like it says there. Nice packaging. User manual. This user manual, it's a 120-day warranty. I wish this user manual was more in depth. This is really all you get. Don't press anything, it shuts off. Press 5 times within 2 seconds. Alright, press the adjust buttons together. Alright, and that's really it, man. Doesn't really give you any information on the box mod. You'll get your box mod, and that's it. Here's the box mod. 510. This is Praxis VapeRs. Has a nice inlet, and then like a little e-juice catcher. It's a nice spring-loaded 510. You have your fire button. Nice and clicky. Your wattage up, your wattage down. It says Ciggo. On the bottom it's going to say Praxis VapeRs and Ciggo. You have your micro USB port for firmware upgrades. And then it has the battery tray. It has this little tab here. You have plus and minus, so plus minus. Nice internals. So it can go in, and it locks. No movement, no battery rattle. Okay. And then we have this side, nice and flush. It's a very clean looking device, I must say. So, open it up. Plus up. Minus down. See, a lot of the batteries I use, man, they don't really go in there nicely. But nice and flush, no issues. No battery rattle, no button rattle. Now where's the screen, brah? So where's the screen? Boom! Oh, it's a hidden screen, ladies and gentlemen. It is a hidden screen. I love it. Put a device on there. I'll put the Goon 22. Then it shows your resistance right off the jump.
R is resistance, 0.17 ohms, and that's your battery life. When it's full, the middle meters are what shows you the battery life. Okay, like those would be all the way up, and then the middle ones drop down on battery life. Okay, so I have like 2 dots left. All right, so if you hit the plus and minus together, nickel, titanium, stainless steel, and then power mode. Goes up to 150 watts. Nickel. Okay, it does go up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it round robins to 300 degrees, 315 degrees Celsius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to hit it kind of fast. And it will shut off like that, but then it's locked. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll say Praxis, Ciggo, and then you're back in again. And now we're in power mode. See that? It shows that little thing when you're firing it too. Okay? If you're in stainless steel, and you hit the fire button, the wattage down, you can adjust the wattage in temperature control mode. See, and then you're back here. If you hit the wattage up and the fire button, it does the same thing. Because if you don't hit anything, it will round robin back to your resistance. Okay, like it just did. All right, hit the fire button. It shows you're in stainless steel. That's the menu system, man. When you're in power mode, it automatically goes to resistance. It's got a nice that Osmosis Vapor Shock rubberized feel, and then it has like an alloy, titanium, aluminum on the bottom. 95 millimeters by 55 millimeters by 26 millimeters. Okay, they say you can get like a 24 millimeter on top. 22 sits in here flush. This is a 22 goon. Okay, and it sits in there. I mean, it sits perfect for a 22 in that little crevice. Put a 24 on here. The Twisted Messes 24. It sits on there barely with no overhang. All right, the front's okay. The sides, there's a small, I mean, no overhang for a 24. This is the combo RDTA. There's no overhang either. That's you can't get it on there, and it does read the resistance. Okay, so it will fire it, as you just heard. So I'm gonna put this stainless steel wire in here. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at 40 watts. I'm gonna put it at 400 degrees, stainless steel mode, stainless steel coil. It's wet. $420. It's vaping. 500 degrees. 45 watts. So it is accurate, man. Like, it cuts off when it feels like it's... What the hell was that? See that? That's crazy. I think that's temp protecting. I think that's what that is. But I wanted to show you how it vapes in temperature control mode. And I wanted to show you once it goes down on e-liquid that it actually protects, and it is pretty damn accurate. That is next to the Cartel Mods X200 DNA 200. That is next to the Camry Tech AK47 4000 mAh 200 watt box mod. That is next to the R150 Ciggo 150 watt temperature control box mod. That is next to the Dot Mod Dot Box Dual 18650 200 watt box mod. That is next to the Alien by Smock 220 watt Dual 18650 box mod. That's the old close-up of the Banshee 150 watt temperature control box mod. All right, let's go back up to FaceTime Vape on and talk on it. Give you all how it's temperature control mode, pros and cons, final thoughts, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in a minute. So we're back from the close-up on the Praxis VapeR's and Ciggo's Banshee 150 watt temperature control box mod. It vapes really well. I really like this one in wattage mode. I really like this one in stainless steel mode specifically. I don't use nickel. I do not use titanium. So the two modes that I do, stainless steel and wattage mode, they really work. It really works well. I really like the screen that's hidden on the back. I think that's a really nice touch. You know, when it's off, it hides it. It's a really nice, innovative, different type of screen system, and it's the whole side. So you can read that like all the way back from there. You can definitely read that. You can read it up close. You can read it back here. You can read it, you know, it's daytime, nighttime, it doesn't matter. It's like these little LED dots that make up the screen. It's a really, really nice screen. I can't get over the screen, guys. I definitely love the screen on this box mod. It doesn't have a lot of weight with two 18650s in it. It feels very comfortable in the hand. I kind of wish the screen was on the rounded part and the buttons were on the flat part, because it feels more comfortable with the buttons like in your palm that way. And then you can hit the fire button here. It'd be a little bit more comfortable. But I'm not saying that this isn't comfortable either. This is definitely comfortable just as much, because it's rounded where the buttons are and your hands kind of wrap around the rounded side. So I definitely like that as well. Either way, it's not really that big of a deal. It's a nitpicking thing. I just wanted to show you. It's not even really a con. The battery door is very nice. It sits flush. There's no wiggle room or anything like that when you open it. You know, that maybe a little bit, but once it's in, there's no button rattle, battery rattle, nothing. So this is a solid device. It's very, very solid. I like the top portion. I like the 510. I have no issues with anything connecting to this and sitting flush and making a connection. There is a little bit of an indentation where the 510 is. So if something does have a protruding 510 and it can't screw down all the way, it has that little indentation to make it look like it's sitting flush. So I like that as well. Nickel, titanium, stainless steel, wattage mode. Very nice. I think that's all you need. And I love this in temperature control mode for the simple fact that, one, you can go up to 150 watts in temperature control mode, and you can adjust your wattage in temperature control mode. Huge pro. And I think this thing in temperature control mode works very well. This crazy little thing on screen shows up that I showed you down low, and it's basically saying like temperature protecting. It doesn't say temp protect. It might be nice to say it on the actual screen, temp protect, or T protect, T proct, you know, something on there to show you that it's protecting. But it gives you a bunch of these lines on there, and that's basically letting you know that it's temp protecting. This thing definitely runs hot. It fires hot. Like, I usually like this device with these coils in here at 110 watts on my DNA 200. Okay, it's the most accurate device on the market. I put it on here. I like it at 100 watts. It's kicking out what the DNA 200 does at 110 watts. It's kicking it out on 100 watts. So this thing definitely runs a little bit hot,
but I personally love that. There's definitely a delay from when you hit the fire button to where it fires. I've noticed that. It's like a 2-second delay. Ready? Fire. See, it's like a 1.5 to 2 second delay. The battery indicator, it took me a little while to get used to it, but the middle lines on the battery indicator on right here, that'll be, the middle one will be all the way to the top. And then when it dies down, that middle one will drop off. So that's nice as well. It gives you your resistance. I mean, you can read that anyway. I love how the screen is nice and big. I can't get over the screen, guys. The screen is the selling point on this, especially with the accuracy and the hotness of the vape and how it vapes. It's really nice. Another con to this, I'm kind of jumping around, I know, but another con to this is batteries going into the device, okay? When you take that, pop that off, okay, and you have your batteries, I have my batteries in there, okay? Like, I have to really, like, chuck that thing down to get the battery out. I've done the Samsung 25s. I've done these things. I've done multiple different batteries, and a majority of them, they sit in there pretty snug. So you have to put your finger in there to pull out the secondary battery. I wish it was a little bit more open. They have that battery tray inside. I wish it was a little bit more wider. I like that it's snug, but I think it's a little bit too snug. That's definitely a con. It's firmware upgradable. That is a huge pro. The micro USB port is on the bottom. I think it keeps it making a nice clean look. And it definitely sits on a table. It doesn't have any wobble or anything like that. You could put 25mm atomizers on here that will have no overhang, okay? They say 24, but you could put 25s on there, no problem. The instruction manual, I believe that they should have made a better instruction manual. That thing is not in detail at all. It's pretty much like a brief, quick little, it doesn't really give you too much information on how to use the box mod. It gives you a couple things to do, but I would have liked to see a nice full manual with a lot of information on the box mod. Maybe like a graph. I like when box mods give you a lot of information in the user manual, because, you know, it's just, I mean, why not? You know, people that don't see as many products as me, you know, this might be their second device or their first device that they buy. And, you know, like, they might need some information on it. And they might not want to watch YouTube. They might just want to, you know, sit there and relax and read something and get to learn this thing in and out. So, you know, I wish they made that a more in detailed user manual for this device, okay? I haven't been able to lock my resistance. I haven't been able to set my resistance. It seems like when I put the atomizer on, the resistance that it gives me is the resistance that it gives me. I haven't had any issues with it. It's been really, really accurate. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, I wish they added some type of locking feature for the temperature control mode, or a set, or a read, somewhere in there where you can, you know, or adjust. Maybe it's off a little bit by, you know, this is pretty damn accurate. I mean, this is a 0.17 on the money, and that shows up as a 0.17. I put the crown, which is a 0.25. It's a 0.25 ohm, but usually on most devices it shows up anywhere between a 0.29 and a 0.35. Hit the fire button, it shows up as a 0.31. Any device I put this crown on, it shows up as a 0.3. Roughly around a 0.3. 0.1 or 0.2 in either direction. But I feel that this isn't a 0.25. It might be a 0.3 because all my atomizers, all my devices read it as a 0.3, not a 0.25. Switch over to stainless steel mode by hitting the plus and minuses together. It's kind of finicky to do that as well. If you hit the plus like a millisecond before the minus, or vice versa, you're going to adjust the wattage or the temperature that you're in. It's not going to go into the new mode that you're trying to get to. Or click it. You don't have to hold. You just click and it goes. I like that. I like that it's a click system, not a hold system. It's showing up as a 0.31. It goes between the three. If you're in stainless steel or if you're in TC mode, it shows you the temperature, it shows you the power, then it shows you the resistance. And then what goes back onto the screen is the resistance. I want to see if this resistance fluctuates after vaping it. This thing comes up. What is that? That's temp protector. Very weird. It's still 0.31. So it seems like it's locked in on the resistance that you're using in TC mode. It feels like it doesn't fluctuate, it doesn't change. It is locked in at that 0.3 ohms, and it is going to stay there as long as you vape it. It definitely feels accurate in TC mode. I really like this box mod in all modes. And if it does it in stainless steel mode, it most definitely should be able to do it in nickel and titanium. It is an accurate device. I like how you can adjust your wattage, 150 watts in wattage mode and in TC mode. That is a huge, huge pro. But I love this box mod in general, man. I really, really like this box mod. The buttons are responsive. The fire button it has a delay, like I said, but the wattage up, wattage down is very responsive. You hit that, it responds. Most definitely. Getting between the modes, it's a one-click system, like I said, versus a hold system. I really like that as well. I think they did a phenomenal job on this box mod. It has a VaporShock Osmosis rubberized coating. It's definitely going to attract e-liquid, but it feels very nice in the hand. I have big hands, so it definitely feels perfect in my hand. If you have big hands, you're going to love this in the hand. 100 watts. 0.17, let's have a vape. I don't go over battery life in my reviews. It's not really the device. It's the resistance that you're using, how much watts, what's the temperature. I've noticed that using in stainless steel mode or in TC mode with a box mod that is able to adjust wattage, goes through battery life a little bit more than just in wattage mode. This is one of my favorite box mods because of the screen, because of how it vapes in TC mode in wattage mode. You can find this box mod at elementvape.com, link on screen and description. That's where it's sent from. That's where you can find it. Now, the price point on this bad boy is $69.95. 70 bucks for this box mod. I think that is a phenomenal price point for a phenomenal box mod. It does everything that you really need it to do. A couple small things I wish they fixed, but overall, it's a great vaping experience. It comes in this color, and it also comes in a white gray color. Two different colors to choose from. $70, not a bad price point. If a mugger stole my book bag and I was on a train and this was in it, I would go out and buy it in a heartbeat. I really enjoy this box mod. I've been having a tough time putting it down. It's just the bee's fucking knees of a fucking screen, guys. That's what I got for you today, squad. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If you did, you know what to do. Leave a like, share, subscribe. All you haters out there, please leave a dislike. I don't feel right without your dislikes on my videos. Okay? It makes me... I ain't doing the right thing unless I guess you get your dislikes. Alright? I give you content daily, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Don't waste your fucking bandwidth not being subscribed to this channel. Remember, squad, stay juiced up. Smoking is gone, vaping is on. Let's vape on. I'll catch you guys on the next one.